Hey guys, welcome to this video. So this is part 2 of the How to Guarantee All A Stars All Nines series, and it's going to be sort of lifestyle and not really studying specific tips, but it's things that really set the foundation for you to really make the study tips and like the study methods more effective. So yeah, this is an intro because I filmed the original video as like a 50-minute long thing, and obviously I've had to split it up, otherwise it would just be way too long. Coincidentally, I'm wearing the same outfit, but yeah, I hope you enjoy and that you gain something valuable from this video. Some other tips that aren't studying specific, but they definitely play a role in it. So using people who are at or have like achieved what you want to, use them as inspiration for what you can be rather than being jealous of them. You know, don't wallow in self-pity and misery and go, oh, I can't believe this person somehow managed to get this and then I'm stuck with this grade. No. 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 You can look at these people, obviously don't pull them on like a pedestal and go, oh, it's because they're so much whatever than me, so I will never be able to get that. They're still human, and so look at what they've achieved and tell yourself that it's entirely possible for you as well. Because especially right now, you can literally go on the internet and find all the information that you need. You know, you're watching this video right now, you can find all the information you need. So don't use, oh, I'm like in a lower position to be able to get that. Don't use that as an excuse to not try and match their achievements. Take advantage of the internet and free resources, you know, whatever your school gives you, stuff like that. Let's talk briefly about toxic friends, because they can definitely impact your like academic game, whatever. So if you are hanging around people who don't care about their grades, if you're hanging around people who don't want you to get much higher grades than they do, they're going to bring you down, whether you notice it or not. So, you know the quote, you are the average of the 5 people you surround yourself with the most? Think critically about and evaluate who you are spending the most time with. So the people you spend the most time with, are they on a similar path to you? Or like even better, are they already further along that path and they can help you make your journey easier, motivate you? By clicking on this video, right, I can already tell that you want to get ahead in life. You are going to go further in life as well because you're taking proactive steps to make sure that you have that advantage. So if your friends don't really care about improving themselves, you know, they're just stuck in this like stagnant state, really think about if you want to keep hanging out with them and giving your energy and time to them too. Eat healthy, because you've got to have a well-functioning brain in order to maintain motivation, discipline, focus, concentration. Sleep, oh my god, sleep. Like, not to sound like the nerd, like, guys, you need to get sleep, but sleep is so important. There's people that are like, oh, I slept for like 3 hours last night. Okay, and that's literally, you know that is bad for you, so it's like, why would you do that to yourself? That is literally self-sabotage. So yeah, making sure you have a regular sleep schedule and having a good sleep environment too. So having dim lights, making sure your desk isn't cluttered, things like that, because sleep is really important for literally every single thing you need to study efficiently. It gives you more energy, you understand concepts quicker, you memorize, and you can recall things quicker too. So if you're tired, go to bed. Literally go to bed. Take an afternoon nap, okay? Go to bed if you're tired. It's not worth staying up all night. Getting in touch with older years who have done really well in the subject that you're struggling in, or they do it at A level, so you can get their notes, you can get their advice. Don't compare yourself to others, because it can really demotivate you. And it, you know, studying is all about your personal journey. It doesn't matter what other people are doing. You never know what's going on in a person's life, right? So maybe they're good at studying, but they're bad at other stuff that you're good at. But also, even if it does seem like they're good at studying, you don't know if they actually are, right? So during GCSEs, I used Forest, but I had a lot of friends who use Flora, and these are like apps that track how long you study for, and then you get trees to plant. So there was a girl in our year who used Flora for, I think it was 8 hours a day. So you can like see how long your friends are revising for and stuff as well. So everyone was obviously panicking a little because there was this one person who could do 8 hours a day revision. Turns out she wasn't even doing 8 hours revision, because one of my friends told me that she literally put on the timer when she was in the shower and making breakfast. So everyone was like, I can't do 8 hours of revision. Girl wasn't either. She was literally probably doing like 3 hours a day or something. I mean, not to say you can't do 8 hours a day, but it's like, don't compare yourself to others. That's the main message. I think I'm yapping a bit. Getting rid of the belief that more work done is proportional to better results, because obviously it's at the start, because you can't really do 20 minutes a day of revision and expect all nines. But after a certain time, like 2-3 hours a day, really, there's no point. You might as well just make it more efficient, because time is precious, and so work smarter, not harder. I really enjoyed watching those real-time study with me videos and having chamomile tea and a lit candle on my desk, because studying, it can actually be really fun if you romanticize it. So every once in a while I'd go to a cafe, or I'd go to the library, or I'd study with friends. Yeah, like play some classical music, feel like you're in some dark academia, gothic library, whatever helps you want to study. What about music? When you're nearer to exams and you're doing past papers and questions, it's better to do it without music, because in the exam hall it will be silent apart from like papers turning and pens and things like that. Understanding your body clock is also quite important in terms of like when you have your peak productivity. So I think this varies person to person, right? Because I find myself being more productive in the evenings from like 7 till 9:30. So I would always schedule that part of the day for studying. And then that meant that, because in the morning I'm like, in the afternoon I am so tired, I am sluggish, I am literally unable to function. So in the afternoon I would like read, crochet, watch YouTube, things like that. And so if you plan your social activities around this, I think it's really useful, because it means that you don't feel guilty about wasting a day, because you're still saving the most productive hours for studying, because you're not going to be productive the whole day, right? Especially during exam season, because you need to make sure that you're using those peak productivity hours for studying, but then the rest of it can be kind of chill. Knowing what type of learner you are, whether that's visuals or audio, so that might influence which are the better ways for you to learn. So visual is like diagrams, videos, mind maps, things like that. Audio, maybe it's like videos as well, or making up songs. Like that biology guy on TikTok that does those songs. And mnemonics? That one. You know what I mean. So tailoring your study methods for whichever kind of learner you are, but obviously people aren't like boxed into specific ones that you might be, but I think most people are probably like a mix. So see what works well for you. Focusing on what is hard, even if it's not that enjoyable. I know that it's very humbling when you're doing a topic that you find hard and you're getting all the questions wrong, right? But the whole point of this revision and stuff is to make sure that you're doing and going through the topics that are hard now, rather than it coming up on the question paper of your actual real exam and you're like fumbling really hard because you don't know what to do. So it's better you get humbled now while it's still low risk, because you need to be prepared for like all sorts of questions. If you're finding something difficult, just think about how good you'll feel once you understand it. Probably delete TikTok. I wouldn't say all social media, because we live in an age where you're connected on the internet, so you don't need to go all like monk mode, but either setting a time limit and being strict with yourself, or deleting it if you're not able to do that, because time is of the essence. And not only is it wasting time, it's literally rotting away your brain and your, what's it called, attention span. You think you can sit through a 2 hours and 15 minutes English literature exam when you can't even read like 10 pages of a book because your attention span has been ruined by TikTok. Like, be for real. Because I guess in a way it's good that we all have the same 24 hours, because it means that you can really get ahead of other people if you just delete that one app, and that saves up like 2 hours. Because you can do a lot with those 2 hours, right? Especially if you're doing that every single day and it really like compounds. So yeah, quitting out things that distract you or drain you, because you need to be spending time and energy on revision. Or like, choose the lesser evil, right? This feels a bit deep for like Instagram versus TikTok. So like, I deleted TikTok, but then I used Instagram Reels because I think it's like less possible to be addicted to Instagram Reels. So you still need to be happy, you still need to have fun in life, but choosing the less serious option, like Reels over TikTok, if you need that dopamine hit. So I hope that this video made sense and you enjoyed it. Yeah, if you haven't already, definitely watch the first video about mindset, because I really do think mindset is probably the most important factor that really helps you guarantee those all A stars, all 9s. And if you like the video, like it. If you want to see similar videos or also reading videos, because I really want to make some of those, please subscribe. And the next study video will be all about study tips and things like that, study methods. So yeah, have a great day. Mwah.